failed audits. The Biden-backed AmeriCorps is facing tough scrutiny on Capitol Hill. Lawmakers are zeroing in on the government-funded agency, with some pushing to put it at the top of DOJ's spending cuts list. Fox Business correspondent Hillary Vaughn is on Capitol Hill with this story. Hey there, Hillary.
Hi, Lydia. Well, some Republicans say that AmeriCorps should be on the chopping block. They've blown through over $1 billion of taxpayer funds, and they don't know where all of the money went. They've also failed 8 audits in a row. But in spite of that, President Biden wanted to give the agency even more money next fiscal year, but some Republicans say they should be cut off.
If a bank failed 8 consecutive audits and was unable to detect fraud, would you still be willing to give your hard-earned money to that bank? Apparently, the answer to the Democrats is yes. It's time to admit that this is a failed program that needs a complete overhaul or elimination. It should be on the Dodge chopping block.
Well, some agencies could be facing their expiration date. Others are going on a full-out spending frenzy. Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo told Politico she wants to have all the cash that Congress approved for the CHIPS and Science Act completely spent by the time Biden leaves office. But the top Republican on the Senate DOJ caucus, Senator Joni Ernst, writing to Raimondo to spend wisely, saying, quote, American taxpayers deserve to know their hard-earned dollars are spent wisely, not binge buying, shopping sprees by bureaucrats shoveling billions out the door before your term expires. Some senators warn that DOJ might be facing some resistance once it comes time to stop talking and start cutting.
They're going to find they're running into a bloated, deep state bureaucracy that's going to kick and scream every step along the way. In the 6 years I've been here, we've gone from 18 trillion in debt to 36. You can see nothing's been happening, and it's been mostly talk.
Another agency that could be under scrutiny for DOJ is the U.S. Postal Service. Their leadership was on Capitol Hill yesterday trying to explain how they've lost $10 billion. They're supposed to break even, but so far that has not happened yet. Lydia?
Wow, losing $10 billion. That's almost hard to understand. Thank you so much, Hillary, for that live report.
Well, our federal government is long overdue for a spending overhaul, obviously, and the newly formed DOJ caucus is wasting no time. Thanks for being with us. Okay, so here's my theory. I think it's better to shut down a department than shrink it, because if you leave anything there, they'll just grow it back eventually. I look at AmeriCorps and I think, shut it down. Department of Education, shut it down. There's got to be others, Congressman. What else are you teeing up for this?
Well, great to be with you. Look, we're all very much looking forward to DOJ. We're excited about it. As you well know, we've had meetings with Vivek and Elon, and there's a lot of low-lying fruit. There's significant dollars to be cut. I mean, just in overpayments alone, a bill I'm going to resurrect and modernize could save as much as $200 billion on an annual basis. That's almost, 1/5 of the goal right there. The number of employees, we've been hearing a lot about that, right? Employees not showing up. Even a 10% reduction in federal workers just via attrition will save $35 billion, $350 billion over a 10-year period. The list really goes on, from contracting to the AmeriCorps to agencies that are simply don't deliver return on investment. And you know what? If you ask the American people, they would agree. They would say, yeah, we cannot send our taxpayer dollars for these organizations since they're not delivering anything in return. We don't want to pay for it.
And Congressman, something though a little bit more controversial is they're thinking about stripping out or cutting taxpayer-funded foreign aid. What do you think about that?
Well, it certainly needs to be reviewed and closely analyzed and to see if, in fact, it is necessary rather than us just pretending to be humanitarians. Like, for instance, $2 billion has gone to Afghanistan, to the Taliban, just in the last 18 months. And meanwhile, we have American hostages being held, being accused of no crime in Afghanistan. One is a constituent of mine, Ryan Corbett. So there's some outrageous spending taking place. And we got the right people, and we're going to inform the American people as to what we're doing. It's going to be very transparent, reduction towards limited government.
Congressman, I'd like